And welcome back. Well, retirement can be an adjustment at times, but it can be filled with so much fun, with learning and discovering. And today we're going to introduce a senior moment. Patty Kadoran is navigating retirement, and she is here to explore a range of topics to help you live your best life. Good to have you here on the Morning Blend, Patty.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yes. Okay. So senior moment, you have to describe this because I always hear people say I'm having a senior moment when they forget something or they do something kind of wrong or whatnot. What is a senior moment?
A senior moment is kind of a play on words. Instead of a senior moment meaning I'm being forgetful, my senior moment means a moment dedicated to seniors and information dedicated for seniors. So I'll be looking into topics ranging from informative to entertaining to help seniors live their best lives.
That's a good time to do it. Yeah. You're too young to be talking about senior moments.
No.
So what qualifies you, young lady?
I think I have 3 qualifications. I'm 69 years old.
You are not.
I just recently retired, and I'm going to do the research so your viewers don't have to. And well, there's a number 4.
Okay.
I will probably have a few senior moments during this segment. I'm just warning you now.
Well, that's good. You were kind of teasing with me during the break that you sort of like flunked retirement, which I think a lot of people do. It's like, it's younger and younger, right? I mean, we as a society are so much younger than our parents, our grandparents were, and it's just going to continue. So I think having something that you're passionate about is so important. And that's one of the things you want to talk about today is this idea of lifelong learning. I always say I'm a perpetual student, but why is that important for seniors?
Well, lifelong learning has been defined as the ongoing, self-motivated pursuit of knowledge that usually takes place after your formal education.
So you don't have to go back to college for this.
Oh my gosh, Tiffany, if I had to go back to midterms and to finals, I would be so stressed out. But what if you could look at a long list of courses that are both fun and interesting with no tests or grades? I'm all in for that.
So give me an example. Like I think about, I used to take some singing lessons at the place here. I forgot the name of it, but you know, things like that, or some of the, you know, what is it, Katie? Oh, yeah, she goes, I'm having a senior moment. I am.
Well, join in with me.
Yeah. What's it called? I don't know. You're all saying it at home. But things like that where they're like, they're more like community classes. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, we have this wonderful resource here in Milwaukee. UWM has their Osher Lifelong Learning Institute.
I didn't know about this.
It is a program of their School of Continuing Education. It's a membership organization where adults that are 50 and over can come together, either virtually or in person, and access over 400 programs.
That is incredible. I didn't know about this. So what types of classes are we looking at?
Well, Osher offers 3 types of classes: talks, short courses, and a senior moment here, and group studies.
Okay.
So their talks are just what they are. It's a one session.
You just listen to a lecture on a topic.
Right, and either virtually or in person. And then their short courses are longer. They're 2 to 5 sessions, and they meet once a week. And then their study groups are ongoing and have courses like Introduction to Spanish and things like that.
So do you pay a membership to this institute?
Right. It's a membership organization, and a year membership is $45, and then each course is priced individually, and they usually run from $10 to $25 depending on the number of sessions they have.
That's pretty outstanding. I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that. Are there other places in town or anyone else in town that offers something like this?
Yes. Marquette University offers Beyond MU.
Really?
And this is part of their website that offers live webinars or archive webinars, and they're free to access.
Have you done any of these yourself? I assume for you to be recommending them, maybe you've tried it out.
I have. I've taken a class on forgiveness from UWM's Osher School, and I've taken a live webinar and an archive webinar from Beyond MU. The live webinar was Equity and Excellence in Education, and the archived webinar was what's your story? And it was a webinar teaching the basics of storytelling. They were all
Neat.
fascinating.
Yeah. See, I feel these are ways for us to really just do something unique and interesting. I like learning at home. Have you found that that's it's not too isolating? You enjoy learning at home or going in person?
Well, all the classes that we just talked about are either at Osher are either in person or virtual.
Okay.
Marquette's are all virtual. But if there's a senior that doesn't can't get out and wants to do something from home, there are two programs that are very popular. The first is called the Great Courses.
They just told me we ran out of time, so unfortunately you're going to have to come back. And you're
I
going to have
would
to
love
talk
to be
more.
back.
So that was fabulous. I know people are going to want to learn more, so we'll put some on our website.
Okay.
But we're going to have the links to many of the courses that Patty mentioned on our website a little bit later this morning. So it's themorningblend.com. We'll be right back.